Time Warp Trio is an American animated series that is based on the children's book series of the same name created by the award-winning children's book author John Scieszka. Time Warp Trio was produced by Soup to Nuts in association with WGBH Boston. The series was sold to Discovery Communications and made its way to NBC on the Discovery Kids on NBC block. Time Warp Trio aired on Discovery Kids from July 9, 2005 to July 15, 2006. The series focuses on Joe, an up-and-coming magician, and his friends Sam and Fred. On Joe's 10th birthday, he received a gift from his uncle Joe the Magnificent. Now, Joe's uncle didn't know how to use the book that was given to him by his sister Joe's mother, Leela Arthur, and because he knows that Joe is a magic enthusiast, he gave him the book known as the book. Now, the book often uses a number of often unpredictable and/or unintentional voice and print cues to transport Joe and his friends back in history to historical places such as Chichén Itzá, Mexico in the middle of a Maya ringbal, the Old West where they must survive a stampede, ancient Greece during the Olympic Games, and also have them having encounters with historical figures such as Napoleon Bonaparte, Leonardo da Vinci, Emily Roebling, and Thutmose III, just to name a few. After the book lets out a green smoke and warps them wherever in time they intentionally and sometimes unintentionally want to go, they have to find the book in that same time period in order to return home to the present day. In the second episode, the trio went into the future to the year 2105 where they meet the great-granddaughters, Jodie Arthur, the great-granddaughter of Joe. She is an aspiring fashion designer, bossy, rude, condescending, and complains a lot. Jodie is referred to as a third-level warper, and demonstrates great mastery over the book. Samantha Kicken, Sam's great-granddaughter, she is known for being teasing, funny, impulsive, and headstrong. She's the total opposite of Sam, who is a stereotypical nerd that wears glasses and has multiple allergies. She is more like his friend Fred. Samantha also owns a time-traveling pocket watch that Sam had invented a long time ago. And Freddie, Fred's great-granddaughter, she is very friendly and sweet-natured, but she is also shy, malleable, sensitive, and is like Samantha in a way in regards to being the opposite of Fred, her great-grandfather, who is a sports fan and known for being fun-loving, teasing, and headstrong. The trio's great-granddaughters would make regular appearances in the series, like in episode 7, when the girls wished for a camping trip and were transported back in time to join Lewis and Clark on the first U.S. overland expedition to the Pacific coast where they meet Sacagawea. And also in episode 15, when the book's pages transform into Rongorongo script, and Freddie, Samantha, and Fred had to transport back in time to Rapa Nui, aka Easter Island. Now, before I proceed any further, it should be known that Joe's mother Leela Arthur is aware of the book's magical abilities and knows how to use the book. Also, Anna Arthur, Joe's younger sister, also is familiar with the book. In fact, she has greater knowledge of the book than her brother. And Joe's uncle, Joe the Magnificent, even though he is a failed live performance magician and cannot figure out how to use the book, that doesn't mean that he cannot do anything pertaining to magic. He has an enchanted pocket watch with which he used to traverse time and space. So the entire family is familiar with magic and transporting through time and space, with the exemption of Joe's father, Ronald Arthur, who is a world-famous archaeologist. The show's antagonist is Joe's evil uncle, Mad Jack, the brother of Joe the Magnificent and Leela Arthur. His main goal is to get hold of the book so that he can rule eternity. So he's often trailing the trio using his magical scepter with an hourglass on top to follow the trio wherever they go through space and time. In episode 13, Mad Jack made a Babylonian thief steal the book for him. In episode 22, Mad Jack attempts to get Leonardo da Vinci to make him his own time-traveling book, but his plan was thwarted when the trio Jodie, Freddie and Joe rescued da Vinci. In episode 23, Mad Jack get Joe, Sam and Fred to travel to 1191 Antarctica because he knows that it's the only place on Earth where the book won't work because of coldness there is too much. Also in the series finale, Uncle Joe and Mad Jack battle it out over the fate of the universe, and it was up to the kids to save the timeline. Time Warp Trio was used to educate children on history in a way that is not boring, though it had its own shortcomings when it comes onto the accuracy of some of its stories on history. It ended its run on NBC on September 2nd, marking the end of the Discovery Kids on NBC block. A second season was ordered for the Time Warp Trio, and it was for a while being moved to a new and more appropriate time slot, but we haven't gotten a second season since. No reason is given for the show's abrupt cancellation. It is alleged that the books the series were adopted from weren't popular, so no one really know it, and the series itself weren't given much promotion, so these could be the reason for the series cancellation, in lieu of the cheap flash animation that they used to make the series, which was a bad look for the series. A petition was made on change.org to Netflix for a reboot of the series, but it eventually ended after receiving 27 supporters. We've come to the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching.